Oh, people, this is Ryder here with another page through of aespa's first single album, Dirty Work. This time we are covering the Dirty Code version because my sister literally handed it to me when we went shopping on the 25th. Because I was trying to find Baby Monster's first album. I was trying to find the jewel case because of the fact I got the binder version. I was like, okay, I'll finally get the jewel case one, but I haven't been able to find it since, and it's been replaced with We Go Up. So I was more looking at the lower section. My sister was looking at the upper section because they moved the K-pop albums again. I was not originally eyeing for this because obviously I've already achieved what I wanted to get that day, which was the 1977 Spider-Man Marvel Legends. I'm super stoked this finally got released here, despite this being a June release. But I think everything done here is art. Yeah, but I'm so psyched with this figure. I can finally open all of the rest of my live-action Spider-Mans. Because I was never able to do that previously. Oh, man. Should have picked a better box. Man. Oh, well. Anyways, I was gonna stream in a few right after this, so yeah. It's interesting that they went back to this style. I think it's gonna be the same style. But now, at this point, I'm going to obviously. Oh, so I just queued up the last 4 entries, which means this one will be released on December 30th. And I don't know if I don't know if there will be more upcoming by then, because that would mean they'll have. Oh, wow, that's interesting. That would mean they'll have to fall through to 2026. And with obviously, with what I have planned for the channel 2026, I'm not sure that's really a smart decision. But other than that, I still am going to try to work on Power Ryder 10 for the next the next month and a half. So this is definitely different. Yeah. Well, no. It's still okay. So they brought back this style, which is interesting. That is actually kind of neat. So then you can do that. So yeah, it's, you know what, I appreciate that the jewel case format is back. So that's cool. I don't think this one has any exclusive cards. I am bending the cover. I would assume this one doesn't, because of it being, because this one not being tied to a store. So these pictures actually got used in Superstar because they're the SM Town Halloween style 2025. I am not. It's, the way you have to obtain it is really dumb, but Like, I I guess these pictures are like my favorite out of the three. Like the pictures here are probably my favorite. I did not know her hair was red. I'm sorry for the whitewashing. No, that still doesn't really help. But, yeah, obviously, I'm still, I still don't like this song. Like, and I still think the track list for this is pretty lacking. Because what Seraphim just put out their single album. I know a lot of people are complaining about it being super bloated and like redundant, but it's like there's at least a B-side. And like Islet is also doing a single album. I don't know why. I mean, I get it. It's they're trying to make a lot of money. Sorry for not really talking about this, but yeah, I think for the most part, I probably do like these pictures the most. They're, you know, like, I just realized Karina's patterns are what are just on her belt. So that's interesting. But it reminds me a lot of Walk and Siren. But yeah, so basically all they really have to all they really have to do, why is this not? All they really had to do is just make a new front cover. Everything else kind of. Okay. Have to remember how removing this works, because you basically have to do that, increase. This is so dumb. So fold this in and fold that out. Yeah. So yeah, so it's just one card. So there's the back. So okay. So there's no poster, or I mean, this used to be where they put the ads, but obviously they've stopped doing the ads. So is this still a photo book? No, it's a 48 thing. So, you know, I guess it's neat that this is where they put the music video teaser images at. They don't have... Is this the closest that we're gonna see Ning Ning in this hair color? Cause like I think this hair is like really neat on her, but like I just feel like again it's like this look for her got wasted. I think I think I think I know who this is. No, okay, it's Winter. I thought it was Ning Ning. I have my phone on me, right? I am comparing signatures. Yeah. So I was wrong. I didn't. I will look at what ones are here, because these are basically. So I assume these are pictures from that are from the dirty case. But, however, I don't know. I just find it funny. I literally went from. I mean, it's like. Again, I know it's very hypocritical of me being like, well, like, you know, I'm not really too big on this release, so I don't plan on getting anything to it, and then I end up having all three versions. No. Alright, nope, the dirty code is just one of those photo sets that are inconsistent. Cool. Karina's from the performance. Winter's from Dirty Case. Ning Ning's from the music video. I don't know what this. I don't know where Giselle's from. So honestly, yeah, I probably wouldn't have cared personally of who I've actually gotten. I think honestly more so I probably would have shot for Karina because I actually did enjoy the performance video. That's kind of the only thing of dirty work I enjoyed. Because I was like, it's in the case where I don't. It was probably better that I did watch it after everything, because if I watched it when it got released, I probably would have been super disappointed with the actual song. But like literally with watching that performance video after, not or it's so dumb. They labeled the first one the performance video, so they had to label. I don't remember what they labeled the second one, the choreography video, whatever. So, like, it's just more of like, that's why I'm like, I don't know. I mean, that's why in a bit, like, that's why I'm kind of more lenient on. Oh, again, like, I'm not like, I don't like outright like hate it, but it's just more like, again, I'm just more disappointed with it, especially after like, oh, like, yeah, like I think that's what I would just express. Like, I think Dirty Work in general is just a really disappointing first released or first release of the year. Like, even though, like, again, you can argue like, no, like, I get it. Like, going off of like solely aespa releases that are not like OSTs, collaborations, or like from special albums and such. Like, Dirty Work is their like first piece. Or, sorry, Dirty Work is their first piece of 2025, and I was like, this is kind of a disappointing opener for the year, and it it somewhat improved with Rich Man, but it's like, you guys are still over, like, you as in, obviously, I don't, you as in, like, I don't mean, like, the members themselves. I think I'm, like, you as in the direction. The direction is, like, I feel that they're too overly, um, pompous about, like, what they've done for Whiplash. Which even then is still kind of like, that's not really something you should refer to. Cause like, I mean, like, I don't want to say it's to the point where the direction of like aespa music is basically like, wow, they got like so overconfident because of the fact they know they're going to like be able to like sell records, be in the top 10, that they don't really need to put in as much work I don't want to get to that extent. I don't think aespa's music is that low of quality to be at that extent, but it's just, I think I'm afraid they are kind of approaching that point. But I feel like that's a lot of SM groups in general. Or like, obviously, like, I mean, in general, that's kind of any big four, I guess, groups. Now, like, obviously, if you're in any of those four agencies, of course you're going to be in the top charts and such, which is why, obviously, a lot of smaller groups have to kind of fight to get up there, and that's why the fans are a lot more, like, rabid and such, because they're obviously sick of these, like, bigger agencies, obviously, always securing the spots and such. But I don't know why I'm talking about this here. I want to talk about this. So, if you don't recall, in my sequence version for drama, I did say that I got an extra Karina. I had an extra copy of Karina, and I gave that to my sister. And then, if hopefully you've seen that one, I ended up pulling all of Winter and Ning Ning's cards. To which, what I have in my hand right now is the one Giselle card my sister pulled, or my older sister pulled. So, yeah. She said, whenever I can, to trade this up for Karina. So, I'm trying to work something. Oh, I mean, Drake and I are I'm trying to secure the rest of the things I need for my month of Armor Hero Lava coverage off of Super Buy. But once we get that situated, and once I get gag gifts for certain people secured on Super Buy, I told Draken we are gonna try from Japan, so then I can pre-order the Ride Watch sets, because I do not want to get I do not want Draken to get those for the price that Total Collectibles is selling them for. I'm going to try to secure. I think I actually might try to finish the sequence version sets, which means I might have to get a duplicate Karina set for my sister, but I think she will honestly just. I don't think she'll. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but she doesn't need both of them, but I would probably want to try to get both of them for her and such. But yeah, that concludes dirty work. And Rich Man is technically also done too, because I did double check, and yeah, Rich Man is the same case like Whiplash, where they're different covers, but they're all the same thing. I don't know. I think I might still have. Okay, so I mean, I guess it's cool that you can interchange what you want as the back, but I'm just gonna keep it how it was. But yeah, basically, yeah, I'm only gonna get like a burst version, and then maybe if my sister wants, if she's still considering on giving me a Christmas gift, I'll just let her get me Ning Ning's version and such. Other than that, yeah, Rich Man, I think Rich Man is done. I don't think there's a limited edition, but I guess that's actually kind of like, I will say it's kind of good to, I guess, a sense of relief of like, okay, yeah, now I can actually start not downsizing. I can start slowing down and like not get every like aespa release and such, because again, just because of I mean, not even the direction of like me. Well, I mean, like the direction of me collecting of like just not downsizing. Sorry, just slowing down my collection because obviously, I mean, I have been doing that, but also just like actually not just to like hold myself back of like not having the like toku toy collecting mindset on albums, especially because with albums I'm a bit more apprehensive. I mean, it's just because like at least with like at least with stuff like this,
Let's blast him!
like at least with stuff like this you can play around with them, but like with this stuff it's just like if you're not too big on like half the tracks, then it's just kind of like, oh, like because it's just like there's only so much that you can do with like, oh well, the I like the concept photos, or like I like the pictures, or like I like how this looks. Oh, that's literally the same thing described three different ways. Like like you can go so far with that, and like like, hey, look, I got a card, but like as my sister said, it's like if you want the card so bad, just get the card by itself. Don't bother with the album and such. Anyways, I think this will potentially be the last queued photocard supersonic for 2025, but stay tuned for potential 2025 more 2025 ones in 2026. That would do this page there. This is Ryder now leaving people. Bye.